April 2026. Giza Plateau, Egypt. A 4,500-year-old stone mass still stands in its place today. Height 146 meters. Base 230 meters. Weight 5.9 million tons. Angular deviation 0.067 degrees. Modern architects have one thing to say when they see these figures. This would be difficult to build even now. In an era without GPS, cranes or concrete, a building was constructed that is more precise than what we can achieve today. And right now, in 2026, a sealed door was discovered inside the pyramid that has not been opened once in 4,500 years. Humanity still does not know what lies beyond that door. From this moment on, something you have always taken for granted will be completely shaken. First, let us look at the numbers. 2.3 million. This is the number of stone blocks used in the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Each block weighs an average of 2.5 tons. It is equivalent to the weight of 2 mid-size SUVs parked at an apartment entrance combined. So 2.3 million blocks had to be stacked, up to a height of 146 meters. All within 20 years. Let me calculate this. 20 years equals 7,300 days. Dividing 2.3 million by 7,300 days means 315 blocks had to be transported and installed daily. Even working 24 hours a day without rest, that comes to 1 block every 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Wait, look at this number again. A 2.5-ton stone every 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Every single day. For 20 years. A modern large tower crane takes approximately 5 minutes to lift a single block. Even the crane cannot match this speed. Yet ancient Egyptians accomplished it 4,500 years ago. But this is just the beginning. Some blocks are not average weight. The granite blocks covering the ceiling of the king's chamber weigh between 60 and 80 tons. This equals the weight of 30 medium trucks combined. This granite was brought from the Aswan quarry, 660 kilometers south of Giza. The distance from London to Paris is approximately 450 kilometers. This is much further. They transported 60-ton stones 660 kilometers using only boats, sledges, and ropes. Without the Nile River, this would have been truly impossible. But transportation was just the beginning. The real challenge was lifting these stones to great heights. If you were in this situation now, how would you lift a 60-ton stone to a height of 100 meters? This is the question scholars have been debating for over 100 years. One of the most prominent hypotheses is the external ramp. The theory proposes that a massive ramp made of earth and stone was built alongside the pyramid. But here lies a fatal problem. To create a ramp reaching the pyramid's apex, the ramp's volume would have to match the pyramid's body itself. In other words, to build the pyramid, they would first have to build another structure just as large as the pyramid itself. And there is no trace of this enormous ramp anywhere. There is no excavated evidence. There is no record. Where did the ancient Egyptians hide this massive structure 4,500 years ago? If there was no ramp, then how exactly did they lift the stones? The precision issue adds yet another mystery. The maximum error in the length of the four sides of the pyramid's base is 4.4 centimeters. On a 230-meter side, that is only 4.4 centimeters, an error rate of 0.019%. By modern construction standards, this is top-tier precision. The azimuthal alignment error is 0.067 degrees. It aligns almost perfectly with true north, in an era without compasses. This may be hard to believe, but this is not an exaggeration. According to 2015 research by British Egyptologist Kate Spence, ancient Egyptians likely measured true north using the shadow of the sun during the autumnal equinox. While current science cannot predict this precisely, the mainstream hypothesis is that surveying methods using the sun and stars as reference points made this level of precision possible. But this too falls within the realm of explanation. The real problem lies elsewhere. 3 great pyramids stand on the Giza Plateau: Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. When you look down at how these 3 pyramids are arranged from above, something becomes visible. The arrangement matches exactly with the 3 stars in Orion's belt: Ainitaq, Ainilam, and Mintaka. Even the size proportions match. This alignment is too precise to be mere coincidence. 2 air shafts inside pointed precisely towards specific stars in Orion and Draco, as they were in 2500 BCE. To design this, you would need to calculate stellar positions thousands of years in the future and incorporate them into the building's internal structure. 4,500 years ago. At this moment, all you can do is stare in bewilderment. Yet right in the midst of these very questions, between 2025 and 2026, 3 teams of scientists reached almost the same conclusions simultaneously. First, a 2026 study published in Nature by computer scientist Vicente Luis Roussel-Roig. He proposed a theory using 3D simulation that an internal spiral ramp was embedded along the pyramid's exterior wall. After construction was complete, this ramp was filled in to erase all traces. In this model, blocks could be installed at a rate of 1 block every 4 to 6 minutes. The conclusion is that completion within 20 years would have been possible. The second theory goes in the opposite direction. A 2025 study published in Nature Heritage Science proposes that the pyramid was built from inside outward. The theory is that a pulley and counterweight system was installed inside to pull blocks up vertically. The Grand Gallery, according to this hypothesis, was the operating space for this massive counterweight apparatus. Third, a 2026 theory by Korean independent researcher Choi Hoon-i gained attention in international academic circles. This too is completely different from the previous theories. A much larger trapezoid structure was created from the start, and the pyramid was carved down from the top. Like a sculptor carving a statue from marble, the pyramid was carved out from a massive stone block. The excess stone that was carved away was recycled directly into the construction of the next pyramid. This theory solves one critical problem in a single stroke: how the pointed apex was finished with such precision. If you are carving downward from top to bottom, the apex is completed first. You could visually confirm the slope angle throughout the entire process, from beginning to end. All three theories are plausible, and all three theories are imperfect. None of them has definitive evidence. Even after 4,500 years, humanity still does not know the answer. But now, a completely new clue has emerged. On April 1st, 2026, Egyptologist Zahi Hawass made an official announcement. A 30-meter sealed passage was discovered inside the Khufu pyramid. This passage, found using advanced scanning technology, has a stone door at its end that has not been opened even once in 4,500 years. In the 200 years humans have studied the pyramid, no one knew this door existed. This passage may lead to the true tomb of King Khufu, or it could be something we cannot yet imagine. That door is scheduled to be opened within 2026. When you think about it, the pyramid is filled with questions from beginning to end. How was it built? Why such precision? Why this orientation? And now one more question has been added. What lies beyond that door? This question could change the course of human history. It is silent. The Giza Plateau is still silent today. 4,500 years ago, these stones were simply stacked quietly. People with no explosives, no machines, no electricity built a structure we have yet to replicate. That might be the truly frightening aspect of human existence. When we charge forward without knowing where our limits are, humans sometimes achieve the impossible. 4,500 years ago and even now. In 2026, when that door opens, some of the content in this video may change. History may be rewritten. When that happens, where would you like to hear that news? I will be here. Please leave in the comments one fact from today's video that shocked you most. 2 minutes and 45 seconds, 0.067 degrees, or that sealed door. And one more thing. There is one chapter left in this pyramid construction impossibility theory that we have not yet covered. Concrete casting theory. The hypothesis that they did not transport stones, but created them on site. If this were true, the transportation and ramp problems explained today would not have existed in the first place. We will discuss that in the next video. Before then, please share this video with just one person. Someone curious about why the pyramid still stands. This was an Earth signal.